Going live. Said it's been half a month, but now we're going live. We're going live. We're going live. You know it's been half a month, but now we are live. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my home. I am Victoria Wilder, author of Lullaby of the Lilith, this beautiful gothic fantasy novel right here, as well as all of the poems in Vladimir Kaur's Songs of My Heart. Wait. Songs of My Soul and Voices of Christmas, one of the stories in that collection, along with two other really wonderful authors. And we're doing a write in today. It has been 2 weeks, I believe, 2 whole entire weeks that I have not done a write in. And I kept meaning to, but stuff was happening in my life and stuff's still happening. Like, one of those weeks, I'm pretty sure I was doing my hair. This week, I'm still doing my hair. It's a different style than it was 2 weeks ago. But I'm braiding my hair, and this is going to take a while, but I didn't want to miss you guys again. I wanted to see you. I wanted to write. I wanted to get some writing done, which reminds me I should be opening this document. So hello, welcome. Let me know how you guys have been doing over the last couple of weeks. What have you guys been up to? Me, I've been pretty good. Like I said, a lot of the time I spent doing my hair. Like a couple of weeks ago, the first week of September, I think I was like doing my hair that weekend. Then last weekend, I had a friend come over and we just spent all day Saturday hanging out. And she brought her cat over, who is one of the kittens from Sabrina, from my cat Sabrina, that we gave to her. So they had a play date. The kitten did not, I don't know if she remembered us or remembered the other kittens, or if she just really loved having her space to herself and not having to share it. It took her a little bit to warm up to us, and she kind of was growling off and on the whole time. That's fine, like, she has her own kingdom, she has her own domain, and then she had to come back here. I get it. But hopefully we're going to have another play date soon, and she'll start getting used to us, and they'll start being able to play and have a good time. And that'll be something nice we can do, and I get to hang out with my friend, who is a really cool person and really fun to talk to. So today I think I'll be working on a short story. I actually have Scourge of the Lilith open here because I was working on that a couple days ago. I have been writing in between these write-ins. I just haven't been doing these write-ins. But let's see. I'm doing a short story for another collection similar to Voices of Christmas that will be coming out sometime next year. I'm trying to get it out. If I can get enough authors to participate, if you're an author, let me know if you want to do it. It's a romance short story collection. So let me know if that's something you're into, and I will hook you up because I really want to get enough authors in it. The last one, like I said, Voices of Christmas, is 3 authors. It's me and 2 others. And sorry, this is just, it's going to keep happening. It's like really awkward in the back because it keeps hitting my chair, and it's not real, like, it's plastic hair basically, so it's like catching things. What was I saying? Yes, the Voices of Christmas was with 3 authors, me and 2 others from a group that I'm in, and I want the next one to hopefully be mostly authors from that same group on Facebook, but I would really like it to just be bigger. I would like it to have more authors and more variety, more stories, and a little bit thicker, because this baby is pretty thin if you look at it. It's not a super thick book, which, I mean, it doesn't have to be. Not a lot of people want to buy super thick books, but I feel like, especially if we're doing paperback, it makes sense to have it a little bit more. Also, like, you get more options, more stories, and who doesn't love romance? So I think I just want more authors in general. And I also think it'll be a nice opportunity for other authors to just kind of get their name out there. We are all sharing it with our audience. That was kind of the idea with this. I don't know how often the other 2 authors talk about this book. I know I talk about it in every video I do, and anytime I mention what I write, I mention it. But the idea is that all of our audiences will be exposed to it, which means they get to hear about different authors, people they never read. So, like, Tanja's audience, could learn about Robin, and they may have never heard of her. They may have never heard of me, obviously. And vice versa. You guys may have never heard of Robin K. Blake or Tanja K. Johnson. I noticed before that they have the same middle initial, but sometimes I forget. I just kind of noticed again. Robin K. Blake and Tanja K. Johnson, no relation, are wonderful. You should find them, especially like I don't know how much Robin has published. I do know Tanja writes a bunch of other stuff. She's out there. You can find her on Amazon, and I personally love her writing. I die for it. I love both of them, obviously, but I've read more of Tanja's and or Tanya. I really don't know because that's not the name I use for her. I use a different name, and that's her author name. And I don't know how to actually pronounce it. I think it's Tanja. I think it's Tanja. I don't think the J is a Y sound. If you see this, let me know. Correct me. But anyway, today I will be working on a short story from my next collection. Either I will gather a bunch of authors to do this, or I will have to write more and do this on my own. I am hoping not to do that because I don't love writing short stories. I write a lot of flash fiction, a lot of quick things that are like less than 1,000 words most of the time. They are quick, they are short, they are generally not super fleshed out. It's just kind of a spit out kind of idea. It's a little bit of a nice little concept story. It's not really something that I've taken the time to really shape and mold and build backstory for and build setting for. It's a quick story. One of my favorites in that variety, in that category, is my story Hex, which is on my website, vwilderathome.com. And Hex is essentially about an app that you, I guess, make a wish on. And I don't want to tell you much more than that because the whole thing is less than 2,000 words long. It's very short. And it's on my website. It's called Hex. Go check it out. Let's see. Whoa, what did I just do? Undo that. All right. The story I am working on today is called The Woman in Tubi. So maybe that'll give you a hint as to what it's about. I'm not going to tell you. It is still a short story. And we'll start, let's see, it's the 30 now, and I'm still talking. So we will start on let's say the 35. We'll start on the 35. We'll do 15 minutes. So that's in 5 minutes from now. Until then, stop in and say hi. I will be here answering questions, rambling, doing the word thing that I do, and opening my timer. I'm not using StreamYard again. It's just like going to StreamYard is like a whole extra step where I can just go to YouTube and just click the little go live button and have everything set up, have nothing like, there are no extra steps. There's nothing that I don't like need to, that surprises me. Everything's good. We're all good. It's 12:30 a.m. in France, according to my clock app. So if you're in France and you're watching me, thank you. Thank you for staying up this late. I'm always up that late. This late. I honestly just woke up at like 5. So I woke up and I was like, I have to do a write-in. I didn't do a write-in last week. I didn't do a write-in the week before. I have to do this. Because if I don't, then I'm going to feel like a jerk. So I decided to do a write-in right after I woke up. And then I did that little, I kind of posted it. And before I actually went live, my stomach was going crazy because I didn't have breakfast. So I was like, I'm going to eat some Cheerios. And so we started like 20 minutes after I'd actually posted about it. It's fine. Or actually after I set it up. So if you saw something like a notification that I was going to go live at 6 p.m. and then I didn't go live till 6:20, it's because I was eating Cheerios. Not that you care, right? I don't know why I tell you guys these things. I don't know why I do the ramble. It's just like, why else would you be here if not for either me rambling or staring at me while I type? Or I guess typing and doing your own writing, which actually is what you probably should be here for. But I just kind of assume that the majority of people who are drawn to me are a little bit creepy. And I don't judge you for it because like attracts like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I go and watch people do write-ins and just stare at them. I actually write, but I'm just saying I don't judge you if you do. Okay. Sorry. I'm like the queen of making things awkward. I'm alone in my home, which is nice, with my 4 cats, which is also nice. Uh, as you know, we live in a studio, and the kittens are getting to be cats, like the little boys. They're growing up. They're getting big. They are supposed to be neutered sometime by the end of this month because they're getting to that point where it's no longer kitten neutering and it's adult neutering, and somehow it costs $100 more. So hopefully by the end of this month they will be getting neutered, and curious about how their personalities or their behaviors will be affected by that, and just kind of keeping an eye on it. But right now they're so, I was gonna say they're so funny, and they are. They're very funny, but they're also very aggressive and wild and kind of like jackasses in many ways. And it's like we've had to hide so many things and like put things in cabinets and just put things away because they are like they're destructive, and not even like in the way that they were when we had like all the kittens just running around. It's like they actively they'll look you in the face when they're like trying to pull something down or like destroy something, and it's really funny because they look at you like super cute, like I'm not doing anything wrong, like you love what I'm doing, don't you? You love that I'm like eating this toilet paper. You love that I've taken the whole roll down and dumped it into the wet bathtub. You love that, don't you? We don't love that, but we love them. So it's been interesting. It's been fun. They've been funny. Shay with the hobbies. Hello, Shay. You're not that late. We're actually about to start our first write-in literally like a minute, so you're actually very much on time. Hello and welcome. Let us know what you're working on. I may not get to you until the next sprint to respond, but let us know what you're working on, what you're doing today, how you're feeling, what's your mood like, what's your emotional state, or you don't have to get into that if you don't want to, but I'm here for you if you do. And in about 60 seconds or so or less, we will be doing our first 15-minute sprint. Now, all right, see you guys in 15 minutes on the other side. And yeah, I'll be there. All right. Mm. Oh dear. And time, that was 15 minutes. I'm a little bit shorter than you last saw me. Let's see how that went. I was able to write 274 words, not bad at all. And yeah, let me know how that went for you if you did some writing. Hi, Binary. Hello. Annoyingly didn't get the notification until just now. Oh yeah, YouTube's been doing that. Like I'll go on YouTube and I'll see a video and then I just lowered my chair even more. I'll go on YouTube and I'll see a video and then I'll get a notification like 4 hours later about the video that I already saw on YouTube. I don't know why it's doing that. Because it's YouTube, I guess. I don't know. But hello and welcome, Binary. We're writing. We just did our first sprint, so you're not that late. We will do probably 2 more. I'm feeling energetic today. I'm feeling awake. Maybe it's because I did just wake up at 5, so I'm reaching that point where I'm actually waking up, feeling alive, and doing some writing. And I'm actually excited because you weren't here earlier, but I was talking about what I'm writing today, which is the short story for another collection that I want to work on. If I get enough authors to participate, hint, hint to you authors out there. It's a romance short story collection that I'm working on, and so I'm working on my story that I'm going to be adding to that collection. And hopefully I'll have other authors to include. But I'm working on mine, and it's really kind of refreshing. It's not necessarily I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not a dark story. That's why it's refreshing, because I've been working on Scourge or Scourge of the Lilitu, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. I've been working on Scourge of the Lilitu, and it's dark, you guys. I know you probably know this by now, especially if you have read Lullaby of the Lilitu. It can't get much lighter. I mean, it can't really. The direction it's taking is not a very light direction, and so it's a pretty dark story, a pretty dark world, and things are kind of dark right now. And I know we're reaching that season where I'm a lot happier and a lot perkier in the year, like Halloween. That's my boo. I even like Christmas. I used to say I didn't, but the truth is I love it. I love the gaudiness. I love the colors. I love the music. I just don't like being cold. But I don't like I guess, religious overtones of Christmas, because they're all a lie. But I do celebrate Yule, so I really like the seasons. I love the holidays, and that's when I start waking up. That's when I start perking up, and maybe it'll be easier for me to write a dark story when I'm feeling that lighter mood. But lately, I've just been in that dark place with Scourge. This story is not so dark. This story is oh, by the way, we're going to start our next sprint on the hour, so that's in 7 minutes. This story, it's a romance story, my version of romance anyway. It's not necessarily a healthy romance, but it's, someone's in love, and it's nice to write. It's nice to write someone having these kind of feelings, and maybe not necessarily dealing with them in the best way, but dealing with them and experiencing them, and they're very positive feelings, like she's in love. She thinks she's in love, she's feeling love, she's falling in love. There's all kinds of lovey things. And for lack of a better word, I love that. And it feels kind of light and nice to be writing it, even though, like I said, it's not necessarily like going to be the brightest thing, because it's kind of impossible for me to write a story where someone's not being creepy. It's just difficult for me to write a story where there's no creepiness. I mean, it exists somewhere, I'm sure, but even like my very fun story, Jebediah Jericho Johnson, also on my website. It's like this super, super short paragraph of a flash story. And it's fun to read and fun to say out loud. But when you actually think about it, it's kind of sad, because that's just how I live. We could also do our next sprint on the 55, which is in literally like a minute, because I was in the middle of a sentence. What do you think? Let me know in the next 30 seconds, or we're going to go to the hour. Oh, look at the twitching. Did you guys catch the twitching? I just saw it in my camera. You see it? You see the twitching? Oh. Wow, right? They're amazing. They really are. My naughty boys. All right, it is the six. It's 6:55 now. Um, I'm feeling like we can just go. So we're gonna go. We're gonna do 20 minutes this time. Yes, we're gonna do 20 minutes this time. And I will see you guys on the other side. Enjoy your writing, or cleaning, or whatever it is you are working on at this time. And go, Joseph, like Joseph, but he's on the go. Dang, I forgot where I was going. Whoa, what's up? What's up, buddy? was able to finish a sentence that time. Let's see. I didn't reset the counter, so I had 247 last time, and my total now is 610. So you do the math. I'm not going to do the math. I don't want to do the math. But that was our 20-minute sprint. I was a little bit distracted because I have a cat who every now and then he screams. Every now and then he really wants to be pet. Like both of them, they're the kind of the stage where they just really want to be rubbed and pet and have some attention for a couple of minutes. And so every now and then he'll just kind of scream, and he'll just sit there on the floor and stare at me and just like scream at me until I pet him. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys could tell, but like every now and then he'll just go to my feet and I'll just kind of rub him with my feet, and it'll be just kind of this kind of thing. You guys obviously can't see what I'm doing down there, but it's a whole technique and he loves it. So that's what we got with him. A little bit of distraction, but the story itself was really fun. Again, I'm really enjoying just kind of writing this kind of a story because it's light and it's fun, and there's a little bit of a creep factor, but it's very, very small. It's mostly just kind of, it's from one person's point of view. It's like really in her head, and she's kind of seeing things in a very positive light, and it's going to have a pretty happy ending. Spoiler alert, I guess, but it's not one of those where the ending is like vague and confusing and sad like my usual stories. It's going to have a pretty happy ending. And we're very early on in this story. I think it's only it's 1,400 words long, 1,478 words long. So it's not even 2,000 words yet. And it's going to probably end up being maybe around 5,000 words total. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But probably around 5,000 words total. And where we're going from where we are, hopefully I've written this progression out nicely. Hopefully it actually makes sense. Obviously I'm going to have beta readers and people who can help me make it better after this first draft. This is just the first draft out. Don't bite my toes. He's biting my toes. He's like trying to take my socks off. Stop it. Hopefully it'll be a good story. I'm having fun writing it, so that's a good sign, I think. I think people will enjoy it. People may find it a little bit funny, strange, wonky, I don't know. It is a love story in the best way that I can write a love story. But the way it plays out is not something I've personally ever seen in love stories. And I haven't read a lot in my adulthood, but the first novels I ever read, the first full books I would read were grown-up romance novels. I was like 10 years old reading Harlequin novels, like back to back to back. I was eating them up for years until I was around, I want to say 14 or 15. And then I got into vampires, and I got into, like, there was still some romance in the Vampire Chronicles specifically. There was definitely some romance, but it was a different kind of romance. It wasn't in we're going to get married and run away and fall in love kind of romance like the Harlequin type romances. It was more of like an old, emotional, powerful romance. It was less, about Hallmark television sexy romance, and really more about spirit, like devotion, soul devotion. Like, what does that mean when you're spending eternity with other people? And I really got into that and those kind of stories, and I really got into like dark fantasy and like urban fantasy, and then I started reading a lot of like witch books, and so we got out of all the romance stuff, but I did read a lot. This is not something I've ever seen. This particular story, this type of story, is not something I've ever seen. It's not mind-blowing, it's just not something I've ever seen as a romance story. It's always kind of had a different kind of ending, this kind of story, different kind of atmosphere, different kind of genre. And so I'm kind of slipping in some of my own creepy weirdness into this kind of, I imagine it as like a cotton candy kind of popcorn kind of feeling. Cotton candy popcorn? Yeah, I guess that works. All right, it is the 20. So I think we'll do our next sprint on the 25, and that'll be our last sprint. I do want to keep going. I am getting tired. I know I said I was like all energetic like 20 minutes ago, but that was 20 minutes ago, and that Victoria has died. So I'm a little bit tired, and I also want to get back to doing my hair because it's not complete. I have all it is up here to do. This is literally just like around the bottom. So I got a whole head to complete, and it's going to take me a while. So I want to get back to my hair. I want to get to my cats. Also, their dinner time is at 8, so I should probably be done by then. I'm loving this though. Like I love having hair to play with, and this is my first time using synthetic hair. Usually, when you guys see me with braids, it's yarn, just like colorful yarn that I have because I just have so much yarn. And this is my first time, like ever, in my own personal life of doing my own hair, of doing synthetic braids. And I feel like even when I was younger and I would get braids, I'm pretty sure they used human hair because I have such sensitive skin. And I had to really treat this for like 3 days with like vinegar and cleaning it and rinsing it before I felt comfortable using it. And I'm still, still waiting to see how it's going to actually affect me. But so far, it's been fine. So far, I haven't, broken out into any like weird grossness. I haven't exploded yet. So knock on whatever this is. I don't think it's real wood. I haven't exploded yet. My skin has not responded in that angry way that it likes to do. I'm not all red and nasty. So, hey, buddy, what's up? What's the his apps? What's the what? What are you doing? What? Do it again. No? One time. I got a one-time boop. This is Nugget, guys. Nugget's the best. He's the best. He's the sweetest. He's the most wonderful. I wish I could braid my own hair. It's one of those things that I want to learn. Oh yeah, you should. It's pretty easy actually. Like you just keep doing it and keep practicing. That's kind of what I did. I watched like a ton of YouTube videos. My mom straightened, like permed my hair, chemically straightened my hair. I'm sure you know what I mean, but I'm like explaining for the people who don't know what I mean. My mom chemically straightened my hair. She permed my hair since I was like 5, since right after my dad died, because he didn't want her straightening my hair. He didn't want her doing that. And then when he passed away, she started doing it because I guess it was easier for her. She had me and my little sister and other stuff going on in her life. So she started straightening my hair, and then it was never fun. It was never good. I have permanent like scars and burns in my head because of it. But I continued doing it when I was an adult. I continued doing it after I moved out. I continued having it done because I actually left my mom's. I didn't live with my mom my whole life. I lived with other people, and then when I was 16, I officially was just like not living with her anymore. And I still had people straighten my hair. And then when I became an adult, when I graduated and I was living on my own, I started straightening my hair. Never was a fun process. It was just something I thought I had to do. And then in like 2014-ish, I was going through a hard time and I couldn't afford to get the perm. I couldn't afford to buy it. I couldn't afford to buy anything but like the cheapest like shea butter and like homemade stuff. And so I just started doing that and accidentally went natural. And since then, I've learned so freaking much about my hair and like how to take care of it. I've changed it in so many ways. I've shaved it all off for a couple of years. My hair's gone through so many changes that it never like for so many years I thought I could only do one thing or I could only do a specific type of thing. And that was all bull crap. And now I'm really happy. So learn to braid your hair, learn to do stuff because I personally am really, really happy with my hair, with the process. It takes days for me to do my hair, but a large part of that is because I like to take days. I sit and I will binge watch things and just do my hair. And then because it's kind of exhausting and I'm not a very buff person, like there's not much there. My arms get tired really quickly. And so I'll be braiding and then I'll wait for like 20 minutes and then I'll go to another and wait for like 20 minutes. So it's not like ongoing. It takes days. And I'll just take a break at the end of the night and be like, all right, I'm done until tomorrow. Hey, baby. What you doing? Okay, Mama. They're like being very nice because, like I said, I'm not done with my hair, so I got a bunch of it over here. And they're not actually attacking it or stepping on it. They've learned over the last few days. Very proud. All right, it is the 25. So we will do, oh, it's the 26 now. We'll do our next sprint on the 30. So that's in 4 minutes. We'll do 20 minutes and then we'll call it a night. That'll be it for us. And doesn't have to be it for you. It's so cool. It is cool. Thank you. Thank you. I really like, I love playing in my hair, and I feel like more people should love every part of themselves. And it took me a long, long time to love my hair and to not feel like it was just I don't know how to explain it. My hair has always been a point of strong emotion for me, of contention at times, of comfort, discomfort. I have a lot of strong memories related to my hair, just little moments. Not all of them, many of them not positive. So now I'm at this point where it's like I love my hair so much, and I also am not attached to it anymore. So like I said, I shaved it all off because I feel like it. I was like, I'm done doing it right now. I need to write books and shit. I don't need to be focusing on my hair. So, any YouTubers you would recommend to learn braiding from? Natural is one that I was watching a lot when I first started. Hold on, I'm gonna go check. I don't want to do that because that's another whole other account. I have like 3, 4 YouTube accounts. I have a couple of YouTube accounts for different, tailored towards different uses. So this one, I only really get writing videos recommended to me. I have one that's only like spiritual videos recommended to me. And then I have the one where I was watching hair videos that is just everything. It's very general. But natural is one that I really liked. And then there's this lady, she keeps popping up. I think it's called Deeper Than Hair or Deeper Than Hair TV. I'm not sure if she does a lot of specific tutorials. She does like explain as she's going a lot of the time. Her channel is more than just braiding though. It's like it's hair care in general. So I've been seeing her a lot lately, and I really like her because her whole thing has been trying to make people see the health in their hair and see the beauty of their own hair and not necessarily make it look like someone else's. So I really like hers. I think it's called Deeper Than Hair or Deeper Than Hair TV, something like that. Then there's the natural, like I said, and then those are like the only 2 I can think of at this moment. But I swear there were like so many. I can't think of things off the top of my head. I will go check for you. I'm gonna check because I need to kill some time. Because I am nice. We have 30 seconds. It'll be 6:30. This did not make the search easier. Now I'm just like looking through a bunch of names, but I don't know who's who did what, who braided what. I just don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I named 2 of them, but that's really all I can think of at this time. And it is almost to 30, and that was just a whole list of names. I don't remember a lot of names because I tend to take in a lot throughout the day, and I am not often looking at like the names. Even with like a lot of the books I've read, it is rare for me to actually like remember the author's name, because usually I'm picking up a book based on the synopsis, the story it's going to tell me, and that's it. And then I read the story and I'm like, cool. And the most recent thing I can think of is like the Lunar Chronicles. I remember that author because I read the whole series, but it's really rare that I read series. I pick up a book, I read it, and I'm good. I don't reread books a lot, so like I just don't remember things. And it's the same with videos and music. I just find what I like, I listen to it. I don't necessarily remember any facts about it, except for like the actual content, the music, the words, that thing I remember. how it made me feel, but not necessarily the details around it. And for that, I'm sorry, because I should. I want people to remember my name as an author. Thank you. Thank you, Tubbs. He's got a point. It is the 6:30 or 7:30, actually. It is time for us to do some writing. I will see you in 20 minutes. We'll ramble for a couple of minutes afterwards, and then we will call it a night. Stick around if you'd like. If you can't, thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video because that lets me know that you enjoyed it, that it was helpful, and it also lets YouTube know that stuff and shows more people, and more people can watch it and enjoy it and be helped from it. And I can be helped from it because more people watching, doing, and being helped from it. And it's just like this cycle of beauty and help and love. Thank you. So 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you on the other side. I can't sing that. I'll be demolished, demonetized. I'm not monetized, but they will take away my video or silence it. I really don't know how that works. Welcome to the others. I don't even think those are the actual words. I'm sorry. Hi, buddy. Tux, you can't go outside right now. Dude. No. 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 Time. All right, that was our final 20 minutes. Again, I did not reset. So last time we were up to 610. We are now at 1070, 1070. So if I do the math, don't say it. Don't say it. Do. All right. I'm not an adult, guys. I look like an adult, and I've been alive as long as an adult, but I'm not an adult. And it's just life. All right, we're going to do some math, all right? So the first time, I believe, we had 247. We're going to go backwards. We're at 1070 now. Last time, we wrote up to 610. So that means there was 460 word difference between now and then. So I wrote 460 words that time. And then before that, we wrote 247 words. So I had written 213 between that time. So it's 247, 213, 460. That was my progression, or like word count for each session, in case you're curious. And yeah, that was it for me. I am tired. I started, like, this story is in first person present tense, and I started writing in past tense these last couple of minutes. Like, I just couldn't not write in past tense. So that tells me my brain is just kind of tired of the writing that it's of thinking in the form that it was thinking in, and now it's ready to like move on and do other stuff like my hair and maybe some tarot. Also, guys, if you're interested, I do tarot for an app called My Astrology Advisors. Go check that out. My name on there is Morgana. You'll see my face. You should know it's me. I mean, I'm not wearing lipstick in that picture, I don't think. But even if I am, like, I'm not Clark Kent. You should know it's me. Find me there so that I can give you a reading and tell you, you know, I don't know, whatever you need to know. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to turn off that light because it sucks. It hurts my eyes. I hate it so much. Thank you guys so much for participating, for being here, for writing with me, for letting me write, for inspiring me. I was able to write 1,000 words today. Most of these last couple of weeks, I've written maybe a couple hundred words at a time, if that. Yeah, not a lot. And so these write-ins are really, really valuable to me because this is when I get most of my writing in. And I really want to make sure I get them done. So I'm going to try my damnedest to be here next Saturday. If I'm not here next Saturday, then I'll let you guys know what's up. I'll let you know on Twitter, most likely. Follow me on Twitter. My handle, what's my Twitter handle? You would think that's something I know because I'm on Twitter like every single day. V_Wilder_author. That's me on Twitter. Follow me. I'll put it in the chat here. I started crocheting, so this helped me get things done. Yay, crocheting is really nice. I just got my mom back into crocheting. She was looking for hobbies, so I just sent her a whole bunch of stuff, like knitting kit and crocheting kit and all this stuff. And she's doing the crocheting. I thought she'd knit, but she's loving it, and I'm very happy. She's got that. I'm doing some sewing. I will be posting a video on this and probably all of my other channels, accounts at least, of my cloak that I made, because I want to show you guys some of that good stuff when I make the video, when I finish my hair, when I finish doing tarot readings, when I finish writing some books. We got a lot of stuff to do, guys, and thank you guys so much for being here while I do them and for doing your own stuff with me. It really, really means a lot. It really does. This isn't as fun or as cool or as interesting without people to do it with and people to share it with. So I really appreciate you being here, and your patience and kindness and all the nice things you guys say. I really need it sometimes, and times like now, I really, really appreciate the support, really need the support, really love the support. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful, amazing, wonderful week. I love you always. Bye.